I encourage you to do this today. No matter how stressed you feel, start to rewrite your story from a place of connection, being present, connecting to what it is you dream of. It could be about your health, it could be about your finances, it could be about where you're living, about what it is you wish to experience. And start to write it down, start to rewrite your story today. You don't have to be healed to do this. This is part of the healing process. As you start to heal from stress, you'll start to realize that it's possible to rewrite your story, to start to change, to transform your life in every way. Not just the obvious, your health, but really to start to create a life that has meaning for you. It's about understanding the story that you've been telling yourself. It's about understanding the story that you were told and that you were born into and that generations before you were born into. And this is the story that you're no doubt living in some way through the stress that you're experiencing and how it's impacting every area of your life. As I started to understand how everything's connected, how what I'm feeling or what I was feeling in my body back then, the discomfort came through the beliefs and the thoughts and the expectations and the patterns that I'd inherited and what I'd learnt about life, what I'd learnt to believe about myself, what was available to me. From that foundation of stress and disconnect, I created a life that reflected all of that that I held within my own experience. And it's only when you start to become aware of these patterns and start to heal them that you can see how all of this has been created and recreated over time, and how you continue that old story of stress, of survival, of struggle, of limitation. And the beautiful thing about healing is not only that you heal physically, mentally, and emotionally, you start to heal your life. You start to break out of that limitation. In fact, that's what it's all about. It's from limitation to liberation. Now, you don't have to wait until you're healed to do this. This is something I started to do very early on. I did it naturally, and really it's about being able to imagine a new potential. In the healing process, as you learn to consciously connect, that's what I guide you to in these posts and in the 6-week Alchemy of Stress, and it's what I learned to do as well. You find that there is more space to connect to that part of you that wishes to experience something new. And it's only your beliefs and that limitation of stress that's preventing you. And as you start to heal, you're going to be accessing more of that potential. Okay? Now, I've found this on my fridge. I've done so many of these. This is a list of things. It's more than a list. It's a dream. It's a dream on a piece of paper. And I've written so many of them. And it's often been written in a time of immense distress, stress, discomfort, sometimes despair. But there's been part of me that's been calling me to something else, something that my essence, my true nature, my soul wants to experience. And so I've written these dreams on a piece of paper, on a scrap of paper, bear no resemblance to the life I was living at the time. But I started there. I started by writing down my dream. And then I continued to reconnect, consciously connect every day. I continued the process that I was already in healing the patterns, healing what I'd suppressed, allowing myself to be in that authentic expression of who I am. And in that connection, following my inner guidance, what it was I was feeling called to create, not just in my imagination, but the practical steps I felt guided to. And one of them was creating a YouTube channel. And lo and behold, here I am today, doing something I love and feeling very fulfilled. This is something that unfolds as we're in that conscious connection, as we're following inner guidance. And it is never too late to rewrite your story. And it is going to change your life in so many beautiful ways. And it's going to be part of that process of healing physically, mentally, and emotionally. But it's going to break through all of those limitations that you inherited from generations before you. The story that you were born into, the story that you were told, and perhaps that you're still telling yourself today. If you are, and if you are experiencing some form of stress, limitation in your life in any area, start to write your story today. Take a moment, sit down, connect, be in that space of presence. It doesn't matter what you're feeling. You always have the power to create from a place of presence, to connect to what it is you feel you would wish to experience, you'd like to experience, to connect and to use your imagination. You have to start somewhere. If we don't start, what we're saying is it's not possible. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in me. And maybe there's so much doubt blocking you, but it's okay. This is also part of the process. So I encourage you to take a piece of paper and write down, without limitation, what it is you wish to experience in any area of your life. And if you notice that you're being a little bit too rational, a little bit too cautious, that's okay. It takes practice to free yourself from conditioning, from what you've been told is available to you, that story that you inherited. But you are able to rewrite your story, and I encourage you to start today. If you feel called to, you can write the first line of your story or a few ideas in the comments below. But better still, write it on a piece of paper, stick it on your fridge, read it every day, and stay in that conscious connection. If you're interested in exploring more, there's a 6-week Alchemy of Stress. The link is in the description box. And I'm sending you so much love. Know that what you wish for, you dream of, is available to you. Little by little, moment by moment, you are creating that as you are present and consciously connect with all that you are. Sending you so much love and look forward to seeing you in the next post.